Yo, what is going on YouTube? What is going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today? Today we've got a donation request for some Genesis Abacab live in 1994. All right, thank you for the donation request. Greatly appreciate that. Let's go ahead and read this one off. It says, "Hi Sean, it's a Gen Xer who loves every era of Genesis, but wasn't born yet for most of the Peter Gabriel era. I first heard their song Abacab in the live version from their 1982 album 3 Sides Live, which was one of the first 2 records I ever owned, and it's still my favorite version. Genesis Abacab live audio only. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and dive in to this version of Abacab from Genesis. I greatly appreciate you putting me onto this one. So before I hit play, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. If you're new here, I do have some Peter Gabriel, some Abacab or Genesis that would be on the channel, so feel free to look up those other reactions if you're new here or if you haven't seen them. All right, I definitely have some here on the channel, but let's go ahead and hit play, see what we're getting into right here today. Thank you guys. Here we go. That lead. Oh yeah. I feel like an action movie. Like an 80s action movie.
Look up on the wall, there on the floor, under the pillow, behind the door. There's a crack in the mirror, somewhere there's a hole in the window pane. Now do you think I'm to blame? Tell me, do you think I'm to blame? When we do each other there, when we should just stop and stare. Abacab, should anywhere. Abacab, keep you rapping up the world. 'Cause you take her out someone else's girl. Now when you turn on the pillow, even when they answer the telephone. Now don't you think they'll find out? Tell me, don't you think they'll find out? When we do each other there,
This part.
when we should just stop and stare. Abacab, should anywhere. Abacab doesn't really care. You want it, you got it, now gotta go. You want it, you got it, and now you know. It's an illusion. It's a game,
They got different sounds for sure.
a reflection of someone else's name. When you wake in the morning, you wake, find you covered in something. You know there's a hole in the somewhere. You know there's a hole in the somewhere. Babe, now there's a hole in the somewhere. Oh, there's a hole in the somewhere.
MJ and his vocals on this. Turn it up, turn that guitar up. That thing's slapping. Drums are crisp. dude. That's hot. That's hot stuff, man. All right. I don't know with this song of Genesis, this live one we checked out right here. I don't know if there's two drummers or just Phil But I gotta say, dude, he is dishing it out. He's really setting up a lot of the momentum and the vibe of that section of songs. So shout out, the drums were very instrumental, no pun intended, very instrumental in setting up that section of song, that section of this Abacab. It was very, very pronounced, man. I mean, you can hear it so crisp. I wish the guitar was a little bit more live, like a louder sound. I could tell the guitar was playing, but I wish it was louder. But that's just part of how it goes with the engineering, especially live, right? It's hard to get everything mastered out, but I could tell this song was just awesome, man. I thought it was fantastic, so I appreciate that. It had two halves, almost three halves, really. I feel like, but that musical section was crazy, long journey, fun journey, and I got to feel in like, okay, Genesis, you know, they still exist in the way that they're kind of progressive, but their sound did change to me, where if I'm listening to the progressive rock with the Peter Gabriel, definitely sounded different than this. This sounded like it incorporated more 80s sound, which I love 80s as well. So I one of those people that I think I could probably rock with every type of Genesis, just like you do. But I know there are going to be some staunch defenders of one section, like this is Genesis, that is not Genesis. Whatever the case is, I've seen it happen with bands in my own time as members shift. Some people who are very loyal to one version of them never moved on. One that I think about is like Metallica. I guess that's not my era. That's not my time. But I love Metallica, and I know that there were some people who like love Dave Mustaine, and so they hate Metallica without Dave Mustaine, and they love Megadeth. And there's no way they would ever give Metallica props because all the props goes to Megadeth. And you have some that are vice versa, right? They love Metallica, they think Megadeth stinks. So it just happens. That's what's going to happen with bands when they experience change. Some people can ride with the change, and some people are going to be staunch defenders of the way things were and hate what came after. It's going to happen with every band that grows and changes. So love this song right here. Let's dive in, learn a little bit. All right, so we got Abacab right here from Genesis, coming out in 1981. The genre of this album right here, at least, is listed as art rock, progressive rock, pop rock, and new wave. Definitely can sense some of that new wave instrumentation that got played in this a little bit. So it goes on to say, Abacab is the 11th studio album by English rock band Genesis, but we're trying to look at the song, so we got the song right here. The LP version is 7 minutes, so we definitely got some more to chew on right here, and I love when that happens. I love that about live versions, when they extend the song. I think that's awesome. So songwriters on this one is Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, and Phil Collins. All right, Abacab is a song by the British rock band Genesis, released in 1981. It was produced by Genesis and distributed in the United States by Atlantic Records and Warner Music Group. The song, written by Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, and Phil Collins, was featured on Genesis' album of the same name and was a top 10 hit in British pop charts, peak number 9. All right, it says the title is taken from the structure of an early version of the song. Guitarist Mike Rutherford explained in an interview in 2006. Goes on to say, there are 3 bits of music in Abacab, and we refer to them as bit A, correcting self, section A, section B, and section C. Okay, and at different times they were in different order. We'd start with section A and then have section C and then have section pauses. And at one point in time, it's spelled Abacab. And you've got the final version where it's not that at all. It's like, what in the world? Yeah, we can't pronounce that, but I'm glad they went with this one instead. So cool to learn a little bit about it. It says Mike Rutherford was the main songwriter on it and wrote the lyrics too. All right, so on this one down here, it says that we got Phil Collins doing the lead, backing vocals, drums, and percussion. You got Tony Banks doing keyboard, Mike Rutherford doing electric guitar, bass pedals, and EWF horns. I guess that's a full horn section. Yeah, the Phoenix horns, sped up horn noises in the ending instrumental section. So I'm left to believe that is Phil doing the solo drumming. If so, man, dang, this thing really's got some soul on that thing. So appreciate that. Mike doing the electric and bass pedals, electric guitar and bass pedals. That's wild. That's wild. Well, I appreciate the donation request. Thank you so much. I hope all of y'all enjoyed rocking out with me on this one. Thank you for staying tuned this far. If you made it, let me know more from Genesis you guys want featured on this channel. Appreciate that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. Consider becoming a member on my YouTube or Patreon, as little as $3. That's all it takes to support me. I thank you in advance. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.